Hello, thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's video is going to be an introduction to Pan Those Eyeshadows. Originally this year I wanted to do a pen that palette instead, featuring these two that I have. But the thing is, for me, Pan that palette is more about moving out the oldest palettes that I have out of my stash, and it so happened that the oldest couple of palettes that I own are all pretty much neutral, like cool neutral, warm neutral, but they are all neutral. So it would be these two from Focalure, one from MAC, and another one from ELF, which it's a different story altogether. So I decided that doing a Pan palette alone is too boring for me. So while I will still have these two as focus palettes throughout the year, I also wanted to introduce Pan Those Eyeshadows, which would allow me to use some color, even if it be just mono looks, because I do not really do well with rainbow looks. But I still love incorporating color, even if it's just one color all across the lid. So that would allow me to play with color and also explore some other palettes in my collection as well, because as you will see, as I will talk you through, a lot of my palettes just remain unused. They just stay and wait for their turn, and I don't like that. I want to be able to move them in and to use them and to enjoy them while they are still, usable and enjoyable, aside from just looking at them. So I want to focus. I want to, maybe you can say that I want to get my money's worth out of some of these products. But yeah, sorry, I'm rambling. So I have already picked out the shades. I randomized them using the research randomizer. It gave me 5 numbers out of my inventory, and I was surprised to find out that my inventory does not in fact surpass 1,000 pans of eyeshadow. That was good to know. It doesn't even reach 500, which is... Hello, Shusha, what are you doing? Okay, everybody, I'm sorry, we are going to have a guest. So yes, I have already picked out 5 colors, which I'm going to swatch for you, and yeah, basically that's it. So let's start. All the project pans that I currently have are documented here in this notebook. It's a repurposed notebook. I think it actually belonged to one point to my cousin, but it ended up in my house, so now I use it to record anything related to project panning. And let me quickly turn to the page where I have all the shadows listed. And this is a project polish, this is a Pan Those Eyeshadows. Yeah, here is Pan Those Eyeshadows. So today we are going to talk about Golden Rose Mono, this one in matte, about this squad from Flormar, and about 3 palettes. One of them is an eyes and face palette from Golden Rose, and 2 are just eyeshadow palettes, both from Makeup Revolution. So let us proceed. Let me move the notebook out. The first one I picked was this single from Golden Rose. It kind of, I don't know, I never had Colourpop Team Captain, and probably I'll never be able to have it because as I keep checking on the website, but it looks like it's been discontinued because it's perpetually out of stock. I mean, I cannot even find it on the website anymore. So I suppose this is the closest I'll come to having Team Captain, and I really like it. I'm sorry, these swatches are probably going to look really bad because my hands are quite dry. It is powdery, but it is not something that that I find difficult to work with. I mean, if all else fails, I will just do my eyes first and then concealer and foundation second. It is soft, and as you can see, the color payoff is great, and I do not imagine having a lot of trouble blending this out either. So this is the first one. The second one I picked comes from this Flormark wad, which my friend left me when she moved countries, and the color that I picked was this one. So 1, 2, 3. I randomly chose number 3, and this deep is not my doing, it's my friend's doing. See, that is lovely. I wish I could use up cosmetics like that. So this is a color which it's a nice neutral light brown, kind of cool, I'd say. The color payoff is a little weaker on this one, but again, I do not see a lot of problem with that. I will probably just use this a lot as a kind of a transition color, or just use it in my crease, and maybe if I decide to go blonde one of these days, I might use it in my eyebrows. We'll see about that. Now, the third color was, I think, from Makeup Revolution and Soft palette. The one that I have is the original one. I really want the extra spice one, so perhaps if I do end up hitting a pan in one of these, I say hello to my face. If I do end up hitting a pan in one of these, I might as well just give myself a little present and pick the extra spice up. Okay, so the shade I chose was Grow Old, which is, according to this little plastic insert, is this one. It's a lovely goldish bronze kind of color. Some might say it's perfect for summertime, but I mostly enjoy these types in the autumn. But then again, it's kind of something that can be worked with all year round. Lovely. I mean, all of these are, I mean, the only one I found problematic so far was this one, because I used it once or twice and hit hard pan, but anything else, I mean, it looks, the entire palette is, I love it a lot. So this is Grow Old, and the third one, that is the third one. The fourth one is going to be from Makeup Revolution by Petra. This is a massive 36 pan palette with a lot of really beautiful colors, and just guess which one I randomly chose. This one. Of course it had to be this one. I mean, I don't mind, I love blue eyeshadow and I love dark blue eyeshadow as well, but come on, I mean, I wasn't even surprised when this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be swatching it on my knuckles. Oh, look at this, it's beautiful. It's kind of a navyish, gunmetalish blue with a bit of a shift to it. Quite enjoyable. This one I'm probably just going to use all over the lid and smoke out. We'll see. And the fifth one, let me put the plastic back in. Yeah, I'm one of those people that I remove plastic covering from everything. Like, I do not have anything in this house that has plastic covering that it came with, except palettes. I don't know what it is. I love leaving the plastic in. Okay, and the last palette we're going to talk about is this Golden Rose City Style Face and Eye palette. Let me open it. This is the 02 Smoky. I think they have, I know for a fact that they have at least two, like Smoky and Warm Nudes. I have both of those, and I'm not sure if they made any others. And the color I randomly generated in this one is this color here, this color number 3, and it is kind of a Let me try to swatch it here. Kind of a shimmery brown. I keep picking up a little bit of blue when I do it. Let me try maybe with a different finger. Yeah. This is a nice sand kind of bronzy color. Not at all similar to this one. I mean, perhaps the idea is similar, but the color itself is not. So yes, this is the palette that I'm going to be working with, which is, it actually looks strangely cohesive. The only thing is, it's more of a, like I said, it's more of a, I don't know, autumnal palette for me. This is something that I would have really enjoyed picking when September comes around, but I guess we'll work with it. And let's now talk a little bit about rules and goals for this project. Some of these pens are really deep and have a lot of products. So for example, this one, if my memory doesn't fail me, each of these pens has 3.5 grams of product. Let's see the net weight. I'm sorry, just give me a second. No. It's covered by the price sticker. I'm sorry, just give me a moment. Let me remove it. Yes, 14 grams in all of them, so 7 half and 3.5 in each shadow here. So to hit pan on this, I'm probably going to have to work on it for like a year. We are not going to do that. So my goal would be to use a shadow 25 times, and if within 25 times I do not hit pan, I roll it out. I roll something new in, but the shadow that I did not hit pan on goes back into rotation, so that next time when I pick it, I can use it another 25 times and hopefully hitting pan. Now, any predictions? If I have, to be honest, none. I don't think I will be able to hit any pans on any of these eyeshadows, because this I'm sure will roll out when 25 uses heat. I'm sure I will not hit pan on this one in 25 uses. This one is quite hefty as well, 2.3 grams, and it's a matte and seems to be kind of tightly packed in there, so yeah. Most of these are pretty new, so I guess my goal for next time would be to use each one of these at least 5 times and have some usage visible on them. I think this might show a lot of usage because these shadows are very soft. They are quite soft in the pen, but again, they weigh a lot. So each pan of eyeshadow is 1.6 grams. That is a significant amount. Let us see how much is here. 1.1, but these are kind of tighter pressed ones. And here I think we have 0.8, but it's a deep blue shade, so yeah, I do not imagine hitting pan on this one in a month either. So my goal would be to have usage in all of this, use each shadow at least 5 times, and next time I will update you. It is probably going to be in a little under a month, because I want to move the update date closer to the start of the month eventually. So for example, if I post this video today, which is April 13th, next update will probably come to you around May 7th, so that maybe next time I'll be able to do it around June 3rd, and then we'll just keep it on the 1st of each month, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I love all these plans and then they fail me. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you're doing a Pan Those Eyeshadows project, do not hesitate to share it with me because I love watching that kind of content. Down below I'm going to link to some videos that some playlists by ladies that do this project that you can go and binge on, because it's fascinating to look. It's fascinating to look at this. It's fascinating to look at how many different makeup styles they come up with, how many different looks they do with a palette that has been randomized for them each time. So yeah, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.